scans that we run throughout the session and even before the session, since some of the assets we're talking about, the crypto assets, end up trading 24/7, 7 days a week. Nonetheless, we proudly present this information for educational and informational purposes only, full stop. All investments involve risk. Intellectual property, yes. We have registered marks, trademarks, patents, and copyrights on almost everything you're about to see. So before you reproduce it, please ask us prior. Thank you. All right, I just thought I'd show you this one because when we turned again on Friday so dramatically, this was one of the reasons we came down dramatically from a reading back at 160 for the 10-year, traded all the way back down to 154 for the 10-year. That was something we noted that we thought needed to happen. In other words, trading sideways for a while at 160 is fine. Running through 160 to 175.80, not fine at all. Here was what my friend Zero Hedge also put up. The most shorted stocks, they actually turned first. They turned even before the bonds did. And the turn was dramatic. As you see there, they were slamming lower and then zoomed back to the upside. Again, these are Friday slides, folks. And there's the VIX. The VIX had a spike the prior day on Thursday from the 25 level up to 32, a massive jump to the upside. And then came all the way back down to take a look at that chart. I mean, you could draw a line straight across there. That's how much it came in. And then today, after trading back up to 28.39 when it looked like stuff was really going to stick, hit the fan and stick, instead, as I present this, we are instead seeing volatility easing by about 1.5% back down to 24.27, almost a full point lower than where we were at the start of some of that tumult. And let's do a quick recap. Pete talked about this one. I believe an insurance company out of Tennessee, UNM, and bullish call buying, April 30 calls with stock at 28. I bought lower strike, sold upper strike because that's what I do. I do that 1-to-1. I do that because I can cut how much money I've got invested, and I can impact both time decay and volatility compression. And there is Unum Group, UNM, moving up by 4.5% today. Bang! That's what I'm talking about. That's a nice move from Friday, isn't it, folks? As you see, open 29.23, up about 50 cents from Friday's close, and just kept going, is now pushing over 30 right now. Bang! Let's also talk about AbbVie, shall we? ABBV, bullish call spread with the stock at 105. They were buying the 110 calls. Now, you know, regular viewers of the show, that I don't buy those out-of-the-money calls so much. I tend to buy at-the-monies and sell the out-of-the-money calls. So that's what I did. And AbbVie has moved up nicely today, moving up from 105 to basically 108. Yep, take a look. The range on the day is, in fact, as high as 108.15. We were at 107.81 just moments ago, so we're up almost $3 full from when we saw that one and put that trade on. That, my friends, that dog will hunt. I would remind those of you who are interested in cryptocurrency, those of you who would like to learn more about it, that we also have a crypto room. So we don't just have rooms for stock and options, we also have room for crypto. And it has been growing like a weed. It is sponsored, in fact, by Voyager. And Voyager is a crypto broker that charges 0% commission and has over 50 different cryptos on it. I love the platform, traded on it again today. And the Dow, also we discuss how trading in the Dow and the S&P and NASDAQ impacts cryptos, because it does. And if you'd like to join and check it out, it's $1 for the first month. Then if you like it, it goes up to $29. Doesn't go to hundreds of dollars. It goes to $29. I'd encourage you to check it out, folks. That is marketrebellion.com/try crypto. That's marketrebellion.com/try crypto. $1 for the first month. Bang. All right, let's take a look at a bearish trade today, shall we? ASHR. This is Chinese A-Shares. The ETF was 38.69 when we saw it. They bought 26,000 puts. That's 2.6 million share equivalent of that ETF, folks. So 26,000, every option's for 100 shares. So throw two more zeros on the end of that, and you get 2.6 million. They're buying the very 1st of April, expiring 36 puts. They paid 43 cents for those puts. Interesting that they're buying $2.70 out of the money put. There is where it was, 38.67. Virtually the same price as when we first saw this unusual activity. And I would say keep your eye on this. It's been very weak. It's down 4% today, and people are either looking for protection or betting that it goes lower. Thank you to each and every one of you that have subscribed to Market Rebellion on YouTube. That is a free subscription. There is not even $1 a month for that. That is completely free. You'd get Pete's The Take. You'd get the Daily Crypto Bite, which I just described a couple slides ago. You'd also get my 3 at 3, just like you're getting right now. You could get The Take with Pete, as I've already said. So you get all of these, as well as the podcasts. I have a great podcast posting up today with Martin Ford, who's going to be a huge action star. He already is a big action star, and he's big. 6'8", 340 pounds. He's in the new F9, Fast and Furious 9. He's in so many movies and TV shows, including HBO's The Nevers, that starts in April. You get all of that for free. The podcast, The Take, 3 at 3, you get it all for free. Just go to YouTube, and in YouTube, type Market Rebellion and click subscribe. Again, completely free. Let's take a look at this one. Disney. With the stock under 197, we said, you know what? We're seeing some unusual activity in Disney. House of the Mouse. They're buying the March 12th expiration 200 calls. You know what March 12th expiration is? This week. That's right. This week. Friday is March 12th expiration. I'll be heading up to Grand Junction and Jackson Hole. But this expiration for these Disney calls, 13,000 of them, that's 1.3 million share equivalent, bought at the 200 strike, just above where the market was trading. And the stock pops by almost $5 after that, folks. Bam! I love it when a plan works like this has worked. As you see, it opened at 197.31. The previous close was basically 190, so it opened up $7 and just has kept going. It's now up $11.22, or almost 6%. I have already taken some profits because, as I say, these options expire this coming Friday, and I intend on being skiing out in Wyoming this coming Friday. Maybe I'll do a little trading from the jet. We'll have to see. But I know that this is a winner, and I know a lot of you that our subscribers are already cheering this one. I think there's more gas in the tank, but I have to be disciplined because that's what I always preach to everybody, discipline. Friday, trading conference out in Las Vegas. Why Friday, does it say, if it's October 1st and 2nd? Because early bird pricing ends this Friday as well. So while I'm jetting out to Jackson Hole, some of you will be deciding, God, should I go? Should I pay, save $400 and sign up now? Yes, you should. Plus, by the time we're talking about raging, which is what I've said for months, about Las Vegas raging, you might not be able to get a hotel room or an airfare if you wait too long. So to encourage you to do that now, this Friday, early bird pricing expires at midnight. So you need to get your early bird pricing now. You won't believe the lineup. If you go to our site, Market Rebellion, you'll see it. All the great speakers that are going to be there, 2 full days. You get recordings of everything. Check it out, folks. MarketRebellion.com. Last of our 3 at 3 today is Ford. That's right, Ford. Bullish call, buying stocks $12.66. They're buying the $1 higher than that out of the money calls. 26th of March expiration, not the 12th this week. The 26th of March expiration, 1350 calls was what they were buying. So watch that. These 8,600 means 860,000 of these share equivalent were purchased. I like that. I joined them. There's the stock, same price, still $12.84-ish, up about 4.5% on the day. And now let's get to questions. At Jon Najarian, or at 3, the number 3, at the number 3, _UOA. Again, for all of our friends on Sirius Satellite Radio. Sven Henrik. Hi, Sven. Always loved Sven. Had a great dinner with him last time I was over in London. It's been too long, my friend. Brilliant trader, great market strategist. I had retweeted Janet Yellen about Yellen says if package turns out to be inflationary, there are tools to deal with that. We'll monitor closely. That's what she said. Okay. So then Sven said, it's true. There are tools at the Fed. And I told Sven I appreciate his sense of humor as always, because Sven, I just love you, man. And here's a little tip of the hat to you, Sven. UOA, unusual option activity. Trey Sheehan, Trey Sheehan, Trey Sheehan, which is at TREYSHEEHAN, the number 3. When your team looks for UOA, do they look for dollar amount, size trades, or for vol open interest for trades? All of the above, Trey. All of the above. We're looking for how much did they spend, what sort of size did they trade, and what is it versus the open interest. Don't so much care about vol if you were referring to volatility, but definitely we care about volume, and that's why I think you're expressing it volume versus open interest. So thank you, Trey. Yes, we care about all 3. Apple, Keith Jackson, whose handle is at KJ3888, says to Pete Najarian and to me, somebody bought 5,000 Apple 200 January 2023 calls. So in other words, that wouldn't be this year. That wouldn't be next year. That would be 2023. And Keith Jackson is correct. Somebody did buy 5,000 of those thinking that, you know what, take a shot here, 50,000 share equivalent. Sorry, not 50,000, 500,000 share equivalent. They'd control at the 200 strike all the way out to 2023, nearly 2 full years into the future. Kudos to you, Keith, for seeing that. And yes, we did see it as well. And lastly, my friend David Tepper, Twin Peaks, who has tweeted us several times, says, and her handle is at Twin Peaks Coffee, TWINPEAKSCOFFEE. I believe it's a coffee shop up in Seattle. She says, your friend Tepper must be listening to Jon Najarian at halftime. Of course he does. Of course he does. And I love you, David Tepper. Classy guy, good man, friend of Stephen Weiss, but I don't hold that against you, Dave. Yeah, Stephen works with David Tepper. They're 2 pretty smart guys, in fact. And Tepper is getting bullish on stocks, believe rising rates are set to stabilize. I hope so, Dave, and that's what I'm betting on, too, whenever I'm buying upside calls, which I have been doing. So thank you, Twin Peaks. Thank you, David Tepper. That's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I hope you tune in to tomorrow I'll be back on halftime Wednesday and Thursday this week. But tomorrow I'll be back broadcasting here and the Daily Crypto Bite as well with our Doge of the Day. That's right. You can check it out. If you're a subscriber to the YouTube channel, you already know how you can check it out. YouTube.com, type in marketrebellion.com. Thanks for joining me, folks. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon. Thanks. Please tell a friend.